Welcome everybody out to the late night Facecheck. My name is Valcomer. Welcome everybody to MooseCannon of the A team in Division E West. MooseCannon, thanks for being here tonight.
Hey, thank you very much, Valcomer, and thank you for the invite and having me on the show.
So to dive in, I'm talking pretty loud apparently. I'm going to tune that down. To dive in a bit, tell us how the A team came about and some of your history.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. So I'll start off with the history here. So I started playing HOTS back when I first got the Alpha invite, which I'm guessing was like around 2014-ish, give or take. And then, it was one of those games I just like fell in love with like immediately. Being a big Blizzard fan, all the lore, all the characters and stuff, it just came up and hit me. So after spending many hours playing the game and um, playing the Lich King quite often because he was my favorite character at the time when I first started.
A man of
um,
character and class, I see.
that's right. Yeah, it's my favorite character for the lore in WoW days. So anyway, I did that for a bit, and then decided to get into playing healers, and decided I wanted to be a healer main. And around that time, they had the Nexus Champ tournament that was first started, which I was able to get into and be a part of. Didn't do well at all, but it was still fun. It got me into the to the foot into doing competitive stuff. And then after that, ended up taking kind of a break because at the time I was doing school and real life stuff, so just ended up playing for casual for a while. Um, and then it was about like 2 years ago, I decided to get back to trying to get back into competitive HOTS, and I found some posts in Discord, and it was for I believe the final season of the Heroes Lounge, and then that's when I first met Harkin. I joined his team as a healer main, and then after the Heroes League ended, I wasn't sure kind of where to go, so I talked to some friends, and kind of surfed the internet, and that's when I found the Nexus Gaming series. So then after doing some research and finding out kind of what NGS is all about, I decided I want to give that a try and, test my luck into that. And one thing I got to say too about it is the NGS is how diverse and open it is for girls as an individual or as a team. And it's like no matter what rank or skill level there is, there's always a place for everybody who wants to play in the competitive scene, right? An example for me is when I first started off in my first NGS experience, which was in season 10, I ended up getting into Div B, and well, way over my head, right? It was something that just was a terrible experience. We started on the wind train with, with a bunch of friends, and we got put up in a higher division than probably what we wanted, and we ended up. We started the team, we formed it about a week before I would say NGS kind of all started. So we were like, it was just bad. We'll put it that way. We didn't have any coordination, nothing, right? So anyway, I still got in there. We played it. It was still fun. Season 11 hit. Me and Hark wanted to create a team then, but again, it kind of fell short. We were about like a week before it all fell into place again. We had to be registered. And I was like, nope, I'm not doing that again. So kind of took a dive for that season. And then for season 12, that's when I sat down with Hark and we created the A team.
Nice.
Yeah.
So the
That's
moral
kind of
of
how
the
it all started.
story is get your recruiting game started early.
Yeah, started early. I will say season 12, we didn't. Uh, so the good story with that one, like I said, I went in as a healer main, and as of now, I'm a tank main and a shock caller because we couldn't find any tanks at the time, right? At least ones that couldn't, that we didn't find fit with our level of style of play, right? So I ended up just kind of taking the bullet and becoming the tank and trying to run it out. And yeah, so here we kind of are today.
Very nice. So
Yeah.
the obvious question that I'm sure is on the tip of many folks' minds is why the name the A team?
Um, so we had a bunch of different names in mind when we were doing it. And I think it was like the baby daddies, was one of them that we wanted to do. Because we were all like a group of 5. We had kids, right? So it made sense at the time. And then I went into one. I just put in the A team because half of us, I think, were Canadian at the time, and it just kind of fit, right? Um, and it's like a Canadian thing, right? So we all go around and say A all the time, right? So that's kind of what we stuck with. Is yeah, we took a vote, and that's kind of what happened.
Well, it definitely has some character. Obviously, harkening back to the idea of the 80s program, the A team, you know, Hannibal, the Face, Mr. T. Um, and then, of course, it's very on point with your name of MooseCannon
Yeah.
and driving that Canadian pride, which I think we need more of in NGS. So Canadians from coast to coast, we need more of you to join NGS. Please reach out to MooseCannon in particular, in fact, and he can help you come up with some glorious names and help you find a good place here in Nexus Gaming Series.
Hey, mine was just a pun that I created. Okay, I was looking at moose puns. There was loose cannons, and I was like, okay, that works, moose cannons, and it just stuck. So
Well, very good,
look
very
for
good.
look for moose puns. I had another another name that was Moose Leaf. Yeah, there's a lot out there.
Well, I know I've known Harkin for a few seasons as well, and in messages with them, they've mentioned that you're playing very strong. Even have the aspiration to go into Div D next season. But how are you as you looking at this season? How are you feeling about it? Do you feel like that grand champion crown is a possibility?
I think it's definitely a possibility. From where we started from last season up into this season, we made a bunch of roster changes, and we took more time to get the right people that we wanted on our team this season, and that fit. And now um, we got Rocky World from Roll One Esports. He's helping us out, being our coach this season, and we're learning about drafting. We're talking constantly of how to do drafts, of how we want to play different maps, and there's just more communication. And compared to season 12, we never had that. So I feel we've gotten a lot stronger. And every time we play, we get stronger and stronger. And I feel
Nice.
like it's shown. Um, Minus like I think one game that we had. It was a
Yeah,
little bit
there's
rough,
always
but
that throwaway game. I'm not
yeah,
gonna judge you there by any means.
yeah.
Well, we wish you well as the season keeps progressing. I can't
Thank you.
wait to see some of those A team highlights.
Yeah, I'm hoping we get some good ones.
Now,
Yeah.
speaking of the highlights, I didn't necessarily mean to segue, but I'll take it. And you were kind enough to provide me with a highlight. It's hails back to season 12. I'm going to flip us over to that here. So we can see this is you against Private Potatoes. I tried to line us up fairly close, but I think we're a couple seconds before it all starts. But we've got this fight that's about to happen on Infernal Shrines at the bottom shrine pit. We're
Mm-hmm.
going to bring up Baja's.
Nubrak goes, oh my god, that is a massive impale from the Anubrak, but I can't believe it. Anduin's the one to go down. Bunker comes down from Blaze, which is actually sustaining all of his fight. Space Goat trying to back away on the Anubrak. Able to do so. Bunker will expire. Jet Propulsion from Blaze gets a stun onto, I believe, Dr. Swole, who pops the Wrath Berserker. Also, they ignore Pain from level 20. Brightwing goes down, but Kerrigan gets the Ravage onto the Sonya. She goes down. This Li Ming is trying to find reset after reset and is about to do so. Umbob is not going to get hit by that one, but now is there... Oh, that Shade of Mephisto. Unless MooseCannon finds a massive outplay here, I don't think it's going to happen. Li Ming should find the kill. Lunara will clean up that fight. Oh my god, I can't believe it. It is going to be Soul Shield. You gotta be kidding me in this. That is going to be a...
Oh man, what what a moment there.
Yeah.
I had to turn up the mixer to make sure we could hear Baja's commentary there, but quite quite the team fight. I mean, as a fellow tank player, I think I would have chosen this one too, because out of 10 players, one tank remains, and it's
Yep.
you.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
how were comms before that, during that, after that? I mean, I'm staring at it right now, still on the other screen. You have 270 health left, and you were way closer to zero midway through that last fight with Lunara and Ming.
Oh yeah. Luck, I think, is part of it. So yeah, going into that fight, I know we wanted to take a fight, and then it definitely lasted longer than I thought and wanted it to go. Both sides were fairly even. Ming was in a very good position where she got all the bursts down. And then once kind of everybody died, and then it was a 2-on-2, I had the choice. So I was thinking, I'm like, okay, we have Bob on Mephisto, and he's probably going to die either way. So I thought in my mind, well, I'll just try to go in and see if I can get a save or a pick, and maybe we can get out of here. And ended up bursting him down. And then I was basically in no man's land at that point, right? There's no way that I'm getting away from a Lunara or a Li Ming. No way.
Right.
Right? Especially as a
Lunara
Diablo.
will chase you down, right? Ming's
Right?
got teleports.
Exactly. So, after I died Ming, like I said, that was to try to save Bob, and ended up taking her down. And then I was like, okay, well, let's run out this way. And so I ran up into the bush, and I was trying to see if the Lunara would get into the position I needed to end it off. And luckily enough, it did. And yeah, that's kind of what happened. I was able to pull off the combo and get the kill. And I still remember that because afterwards, I had like the biggest blood cry of rage after that fight. And I wish I would have recorded.
Oh, that's a great story.
But I didn't have to record at the time. But yeah, it was just, I was shouting, man. My coach was just like, he was laughing for about 20 minutes after that game, right?
Nice. Well, a fantastic highlight to send us there. So thank you for the story behind it. Thanks for the excitement. We have now reached that time for the lightning round of questions. I have here on these wonderful 3x5 cards lots of silly questions. You'll have 1 minute to see just how many you can answer. The record stands at 14. The timer will begin as I finish reading the first question. I have shuffled these. I don't even know what the first question is. MooseCannon, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. I am going to get my timer ready. All right. Who is your favorite caster?
Bahamut.
What hero would you have a garden statue of in your home?
ETC.
Worst hero to loan money to?
Junkrat.
Favorite writer in NGS?
Can I pass this one?
Yep. Next hero to add?
Boulevard.
Dream comp?
All ETCs.
Favorite hero?
Arthas.
Favorite map?
Tomb of Spider Queen.
Best non-heroes Blizzard game?
StarCraft 2.
Name 3 heroes to join you at yoga class.
ETC, Deathwing, Lunara.
Which HOTS map would you have as a theme park?
Cursed Hollow.
And that brings us to our timer.
Okay.
Let's see the count here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right.
Okay.
So this one doesn't necessarily have to be a deep dive answer, but for Deathwing, are we talking dragon form Deathwing or human form Deathwing?
100% dragon form.
How's he going to do the yoga?
I don't know. But it'd be kind of funny to see. I'm curious to see dragon yoga as well. Right. There's got to be a way.
I'm sure. It sounds very dangerous, but I'm sure. So
might just
So, would your Cursed Hollow, we'll deep dive into that one. Your Cursed Hollow theme park, is it essentially a haunted house in a grand scale type of theme park, or is it rides and such? What are we going for here?
I go haunted with rides onto it.
Okay.
Maybe like some scary roller coasters. I think that'd probably be the best.
Got it. Got it. Well, we look
I,
forward to it happening. I think that Canada is a fine place to make that happen. Not that the US would be bad, but I mean, there's space, whether it's in my state or in your province. I think we should make this happen. Let's start crowdfunding it now.
I hope so. It'd be kind of fun.
I'd have a blast with it. I will freely state that I would eat up basically anything Heroes related. So count me in.
I think I would agree too.
Well, MooseCannon. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, as long as we have like a maple syrup log ride somewhere, it'd be great.
That sounds like a horrible mess to me, but power to you. Well, we've reached the end, so it's now your turn for any shout-outs you would like to give before we close.
I'm gonna shout out to my team: Harkin, 2D, Trench, Korskov. You guys have definitely made it a really fun season this year, or this time around for season 13, and yeah.
Nice. Well, for me, it will be my traditional shout-out of "Hi, Mom." This has been the Late Night Face Check. My name is Valcomer. We've been here with MooseCannons, a great guest. Thank you for being here, MooseCannons. If you want to know more about Nexus Gaming Series, check out nexusgamingseries.org. We'll also have a link to the Discord in the description. Have a wonderful night, everybody. Thanks for being here.